It's on the primate phylogeny, so we took different DNA evidence, cranial measurements, and pictures of skulls to classify the evolutionary history of different primates. Yeah.
This is a display of material from the North America Research Group. We are a group that goes out and hunts for fossils here in Oregon and Washington and other states around the area, and we like to go and see if we can find the next discovery, something nobody's ever found before.
So about 3-4 years ago, I got really interested in photographing birds, and I started with this setup over here. So basically what we do is we just take a small camera and hook it onto the back of a spotting scope, and that was how I got going with this. And then I wanted to make higher quality images, kind of like this kind of thing. So I had to get a different camera, and that's this one. It's a DSLR, and it has a very high frame rate, and technically allows me to freeze the bird in flight, which is really hard to do. So this isn't easy. You have to, birds are real small. They move randomly, and they're fast. So technically, photographing birds is challenging, and I like that. And then the other thing I really like about it is you get to be outside, it's really fun. And often I enter the checklists on eBird, so there's some citizen science components to it. And I try to travel with my son all over Oregon and chase birds.
So if you keep going, you just end up with a bigger and bigger ball of water.
This is the macro invertebrate station, and these are actually like we have a salamander and a fish here, and then these are the macro invertebrate stations with like stoneflies and mayflies and dragonfly larvae and alder flies.
Memory is the foundation of knowledge. It begins with the simple efforts of observation that becomes questions which are turned into hypothesis, a hypothesis that's tested and then concludes to making a discovery.
In 1859, Charles Darwin became, in my eyes, our greatest example of a theobiologist.
Okay, if I could just introduce this next crew. These are Science Outreach Club participants, both from the high school side, which are coming from South Salem, and the elementary school side, which is McKinley. They are going to, in concert, talk to you guys about the scientific discoveries that they've made over the past year. So I give it to the high school students' names: Zane Kistner, Avery File, Kylie Young, and McKinley.
We are all part of Science Outreach Club, which is a club at South Salem High School made up of mostly juniors and seniors. And we meet, and then we go and we meet with the elementary schools that will be speaking today. Are fourth graders from McKinley who have been in Science Outreach Club for 2 years, so they know a lot about this experience.
Hi, I'm Sebastian. And I'm Andreas. And we're going to talk about the animal behavior when it comes to cracking nuts. There
was the most efficient. Hello, my name is Shane. And I'm Owen. And this is our presentation about things that float